Are the Cavs going to play Evan Mobley as center against Mitchell Robinson? I have to think that must be their only option, but that feels like Mitch is going to completely dominate this game. Do you have any thoughts on that? Because I can't imagine just running Mobley out there alongside, I don't know, Dean Wade as his 4 or Max Strus as his 4 and just thinking it's going to be okay. Like, I got to imagine Tristan Thompson's going to be playing some minutes next to Mobley. I don't think they'd be okay with that.
So here's what I think the most likely outcome is. And this is assuming Garland and Allen are out for both games.
Yeah.
I think that Mitch just destroys their starting lineup on Tuesday. Like, I think I'm being serious. Like, I think he just.
It's just funny. Yeah, go ahead.
I think he just dismantles them. I think they try to do because here's the thing. Evan Mobley is not a credible stretch center. Like, and I'm sure now he'll run good. So they can just stick Mitch on him. And Dean Wade is just a power forward. Like that's a 4+1. And that's where Mitchell Robinson thrives defensively.
Absolutely.
So they're going to be a small 4+1 where Mitchell Robinson will be in his comfort zone defensively and just nobody can keep him off the boards. So I think he's going to absolutely destroy them. And I think JB Bickerstaff will play Tristan Thompson minutes on Wednesday. I think he's going to try. He's going to try the Dean Wade, Gorgie Niang rotation. And I think either in the second half of Tuesday or Wednesday, he'll introduce Damian Jones or Tristan Thompson as a quote unquote answer. I would trust Tristan Thompson more than Damian Jones.
I agree.
I know this sounds weird to say. I'm sure I think Damian Jones is actually ahead of Thompson on the depth chart. I could be wrong about that, but a guy like Thompson who's been around the block and it just feels like I'm not. He can't stop Mitchell Robinson, but I do think that he would be able to annoy Mitchell Robinson if that makes sense. That's totally a feel opinion, but I would just try. If I was Bickerstaff, I would trust Tristan Thompson more than Jones.
No, I agree with that. I actually feel the same way. And Tristan Thompson has played really well in a few minutes, obviously, so far on the season. I think he's been in one game and played 10 minutes or something like that, but he was solid. So I think he can hold up. I was just laughing because I'm like, what do you think the Cavs can do? And you're just like, yeah, I just think here's what I think is going to happen. They're just going to get fucked up.
I was about to give some analytical breakdown they're screwed.
which funny, but I agree with you. I don't really see the answer. Like you said, if it's going to be a 4+1, I would let Mobley shoot as many threes as he wants if that's what he wants to do. But if you're going to have Dean Wade at the 4 and Mobley at the 5, I just going to get bullied. And I mean, we saw Jared Allen get bullied in the playoffs. Mobley is not going to hold up to Mitch's punishment around the glass both ways. So maybe this feels hyperbolic. I think that the Knicks have to win both of these games. You have the Bucks and the Clippers coming up, and we'll talk about those games in a second, but those are going to be tough games no matter what. I think they have to win both of these games. They started off the season 1-2. You go 1-1 against these two teams or against the Cavs. You're talking about 1-3, and then you could potentially drop those other two. We're going to start the season 1-5. I don't know.
No, that's not what would happen if they split, though. They would be 2-4. But
I mean, 2-5. I'm saying 2-5.
It would be 2-4. Oh, you're saying
no? If you lose the other two games,
if you lose the other two,
bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is we're math guys. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like they really, for a morale standpoint, from a momentum standpoint, I do think that they need to win both of these games. If both Jarrett Allen and Darius Garland are out for both of those games, maybe Donovan can play well enough that he lifts them to victory in one, but that's the only acceptable way to lose, in my opinion. The only acceptable way to lose one of those games is Mitchell just has an MVP level performance, and it's just damn, Donovan just got us. But I don't think you can lose in a normal way with your Evan Mobley at the 5 lineup, because Hartenstein is going to give him problems as well. Hartenstein is extremely physical. And And then you're talking Damian Jones playing minutes at the 5, Tristan Thompson playing minutes. I just, you have to dominate those guys on the boards. And I think even if the Knicks don't shoot particularly well, I think that they should still win those games based on the number of extra possessions that they're going to get.
Yeah. I mean, they wrote the playbook last postseason. The Knicks offense was not good. And I've seen so many Cavs fans talk about like, oh, if the Cavs just hit threes. Dude, they hit like 10 more threes in that series than the Knicks did. And it wasn't close. The Knicks didn't win that series because they ran better from three. They won that series because they absolutely dominated the Cavaliers in every other aspect but shooting. I think I did the math for an article I wrote. I think the Knicks in the series created 5 games. I think they created 48 more possessions through turnovers and offensive rebounds than the Cavs. So they were like plus 48 in possessions created. Which is, I don't know how you overcome that. So like,
you can't overcome that. That's too many possessions.
Now from an X's and O's standpoint, I'm going to throw this back to you. One thing I do think that the Cavs did really well, and the Heat took this to another level. They couldn't keep Mitch off the glass, but they did pressure the Knicks ball handlers more and not let the Knicks isolate as much. The Knicks have been very sloppy through 3 games, very sloppy. Lots of turnovers everywhere, which again, in my opinion, is part of the program and a necessary step back if they're going to try and infuse a higher ceiling offense. I think that's fine. But I do think that if JB Bickerstaff is going to, the Cavs are going to take this game personally. These games, they want to win these games. And if he's going to try and give his team the best chance possible to win, he's going to say, look, the Knicks are going to create 10 plus extra possessions on the offensive glass. We need to mitigate that through turnovers. And if the Knicks are going to win this game, I think our ball handlers have to be up to the task and they need to be secure with the ball, which they haven't been through 3 games.
See, that's what I was looking for, Geoff. That's the optimism on the Cavs side that I was trying to I was hoping. But no, I think that's a great point. I think that's probably how they have to play it, is pressure the ball handlers, like don't let them go one-on-one. Hopefully they throw crazy wild passes and turnovers, especially when DiVincenzo's out there. Yeah, I think that's probably how they'll play it. I think the Knicks should be able to be fine. To me, pressure, doubling, like, playing really high on pick and rolls, like I don't like any of it. I think it just makes your offense too easy. And for me, if the Knicks just make the simple pass, and I think Tibbs has to have them prepared for this, if they just make the simple pass, they're going to get all the open threes that they got against the Pelicans and more. And guys like DiVincenzo and Quickly and Grimes, they're not going to just keep missing those open threes. Like they're going to, so I think it's possible they play that strategy and we see the Knicks just light them up from 3, like completely light them up from 3. If the Knicks are shooting well, they're going to win both games. If their shooting is just off, continues to be streaky and they continue to, make terrible passes and throw the ball away, there's a chance they go 1-1. If they lose both games, I'm in full-blown panic mode. I don't care. I don't care about small sample size. I don't care that it's 5 games into the season. If they lose both games against a Cavs team without without Allen and without Garland, to me, that's panic mode. So I think it's a great point. I think that might be what Bickerstaff tries. But I think if the Knicks just stay calm and hit their threes, I think they'll be okay.